This is Smarter San Diego TV.
You said you've been talking to scientists, people who have solutions. What needs to be done? $8+ billion in profits in 3 months, but they won't admit that it's happening. Should women be allowed to become Navy SEALs?
The short answer is no.
You lived there
Oh
for
my
4.5
gosh.
years and you didn't know?
So the government now, very, very invested in the mortgage industry. What's happening in China that no one knows about, the news isn't covering? Tell us what's going on.
I'm in the naughty corner today.
Like you said, you're not getting rich in the military. You got to come up with a way to build some wealth. Real estate, best way to do that. I mean, can it still be fixed? And how serious is it really? And if so, what do we need to do?
And now, here's your host, Derrick Evans.
Welcome to Smarter San Diego TV. This is the place right here where you get smarter. And it's all commercial free. This is our first live show of the year. Rebecca Peters, my co-host, is joining me. What's up, darling?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Derrick.
How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Are you excited for the first live show of the year?
So excited.
What do you think about the shirt?
I love it. It's a
too
great
much?
color on you. No.
No, you like
No.
it, right?
No,
Bueno?
it's festive. It's like, it's a new year. I'm bright. I'm colorful. Setting
Yeah.
the stage for 2016.
And we have a great show today.
We do.
I'll tell you, I'm still a little bit jet lagged from the Spain trip, though.
Yeah.
You have questions for me. I know you do, so
I've
fire
been
away.
dying to ask you. I mean, you have to tell us. You went to Spain.
Right.
Which part of Spain?
Went to Barcelona, Valencia, and Madrid.
Right.
And I can tell you they're all worth going to.
Okay, so you spent the whole
2
break,
weeks.
2 weeks there, Christmas and New Year's Day.
And New Year's.
So what did you do for both those holidays? What did you do on Christmas? Because I know in Spain, they're religious, they're Catholic, they've got
Big
their
time.
whole, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's surprisingly though, but it's a very international place. Spain is a very international country. Everywhere we went, there's lots of different cultures that are represented. So, you know, the Indian restaurants are open, the Chinese restaurants are open and stuff like that. So we were able to just hang out, really not do anything too crazy. But all the museums and whatnot are shut down
Right.
for Christmas and for New Year's Day and things like that. So don't plan on having that as a day that you can get stuff done as far as your trekking is concerned, but it's more of a day to just sort of take a little vacation in your traveling, because we're travelers. We don't vacation. There's a difference. Travelers,
Yes.
like, you know, you go out and you're like, okay, we're going to see 10 things today. We're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. That's traveling. Vacation is the beach with a beer.
Right.
You know, and that's not, Europe's not designed for that.
No.
You go to Europe to see a bunch of really old stuff. Mind-bogglingly old stuff.
Really old stuff.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of years old. But I'll tell you the one thing that really tripped me out in Madrid at the Royal Palace, which, by the way, I got a tie at the Royal Palace. I'm going to be wearing it soon.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll see. It's
You're
very
gonna
royal.
surprise us, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. But at the Royal Palace in Madrid, which is where the royalty there have lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, there's a painting that's like 300 years old. In that painting is Charles V, or as they call him, Carlos V. And there's a table that he's leaning against. It's hundreds of years old, this painting. That table is in the room still. That tripped me out. I was like, wait a minute, that's the table in the painting? That's like 300 years old? Crazy. So it's really for people who want to like go and see a big chunk of history.
Right. Now, I know for me, I've been to Spain. I went to Spain, I was like 10 years old, so my memories of Spain aren't that great. But coming from Europe and traveling to Europe a lot, I think the best part about it is the history and just walking around and realizing these buildings are older than, you know, the United States discovery.
Totally.
So, I mean, for you, like, if there is something that you could tell someone, you know, go to Spain, you have to do this, what would that be?
Go to Barcelona. If there's only one place you can go to Barcelona. And go to see La Sagrada Familia.
La
which
Sagrada
is-
Familia.
Yeah, which is a cathedral that was built by a man who's a very famous architect there. I believe he's Italian. No, he's French. His name is Gaudi. And he built this Sagrada Familia, which is a cathedral that is bigger than anything I've ever seen. When he decided to start building it in the late 1800s, he knew he would never finish it in his lifetime. Beck, they're still 10 years away from finishing this thing.
And I'm sorry, when did they start this?
In the late 1800s, like 1883. So they're still not done.
They're still working via the Donkey Express?
Still working on this thing. It's just so massive. Hundreds of feet tall. It sticks out amongst all of the big buildings that are around there.
That's
You can see it
amazing.
from every high point in Barcelona. When you walk into this place, it's life-changing. It's a religious experience. Whether you're Catholic or not, you walk into this place, it is a religious experience. If there's one thing you're going to do in Spain, go to Barcelona and see the Sagrada Familia.
That's amazing. I got kind of distracted because you were talking about Christmas Day and all the restaurants were open. You guys are vegan.
Yeah.
Now, I know Europe is obviously it's a little bit more diverse than we are here in the United States, but how was it finding different vegan restaurants? It seems like you guys did really well.
It was easy, and I'll tell you one thing that's really
Really?
important to know. Yeah, it was easy. They're everywhere. Happy Cow. That's the app you need. If you're vegan, download Happy Cow. It's $4. It's worth it. It'll tell you where all the vegan restaurants are or vegetarian restaurants are, and gives you a map view around your current location. So we found there were tons of them. And that wasn't what was really interesting, though, and I'll tell you this, because I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if this is true in Europe because it wasn't in Italy, but in Spain, the people are miserable. I mean, they're miserable. They walk down the
England.
street.
Everyone's miserable in England.
Really? Because they walk down the street just miserable. Everyone's miserable. We would smile at people, and they would walk past us. We would try to get people to smile.
Oh,
We actually
wow.
wrote a sign and put "smile" on it in Spanish, and we only got like maybe 5 out of 100 people to smile.
Wow.
I mean, they're miserable people, but the people who work at the vegan restaurants were awesome.
Yeah.
They were loving life. I mean, they were so joyous and happy. So, in case you're in Spain and you're like, I'm sick of all these frowny, faced people, go to the vegan restaurants.
Just go to a vegan restaurant. And
That's
the food
where
was
they're at.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, enough about Spain. We got to get this show started. You ready? We got some great guests today.
Really excited.
All right, time to put my jacket on because it's time to start the show.